Sorry about the condition of the room. We're painting the screen in on Friday on the largest wall right there. We're going to be painting in a black phantom in that section right there. So I want to show you in this demonstration, and we're doing some spackle work over here, but I want to show you in this demonstration why a gray screen paint or gray projection screen, anything within that caliber, is a bad idea for your home theater setup. We're in normal lighting because usually we're in a max out zone downstairs, which is way beyond normal light for most people. But most of the other people I've seen with demonstrations. But we're upstairs today in some normal lighting in the environment. We're actually in the this is my Japanese, soon to be my Japanese animation and retro gaming room pretty soon. So yeah, for retro gaming, there's all the retro games down there. All right, so in this demonstration, we're going to be using a Sony VPL FH30, which is a pretty powerful projector. We're at 4,300 lumens. We're 1920 by 1200, so we have plenty of power to do this. The screen around the center, around the outside, is a gray paint. The screen in the middle is our dark technology. So this is to show you exactly how much picture quality you're losing, even if your projector is not sitting far away from the screen. So that's how far my projector sits from the screen, and that's the projector we're using. All right, so let's show you what you're missing from your picture. Let's start here. And let's show you how much of your picture quality that you're losing from your projector with the gray screen paint. This is what I explained at the end of the day. They don't see color. They can't see contrast. They can pick up a white level, yes, because it's a lighter screen paint, but they have other issues that will basically plague your home theater setup. And this is not a maxed out area. We have plenty of power on the projector at 4,300 lumens. So probably around from here to here, I'd say about 13 feet, maybe about 13, 10, maybe about 11 or 13 feet. We'll get the measurements, get everything measured out just right. Now this is the technology in the middle that I will be applying to my screen here. Well, actually mine will be slightly a little darker. And this is without calibrating the projector, which we don't require. We don't do that, calibrating projectors. But let's give you an idea how much picture quality you're losing from your projector. Mine, this is an older model. That's quite a lot of picture when you consider the fact that this right here is, like I said, our projector is around a 3,000 to 1 contrast ratio. Now keep in mind, we're not even in a maxed out zone where these screens are used. Our screens are used to maintaining color and contrast and white levels. Now, as I said before, anytime you're using any form of our dark technology, white levels are going to drop a little bit, and that's just normal. That's what we're supposed to do, but nothing to the point where you're not going to be the screen where it's going to be unwatchable, virtually impossible. But with a gray screen, I can guarantee you that your colors, contrast are not going to pick up. Let's go over to, let me see. You can see even in the commercial, it doesn't pick up. Now, as we state always in all our demonstrations, like I said, when it comes to white level and any kind of technology, any kind of dark technology, you're always going to have your white levels going to drop. That is basically normal. Just like when you have screens that are this color, the gray colors screens, their colors and contrast are guaranteed to drop by a lot. By enough that basically it's going to make a huge difference. There's no point in going out and getting a projector then you're going to be paying all this money for a 5,000 to 1 or 10,000 to 1 or 20,000 to 1 contrast ratio. Even when you get down to 3,000 or even 100 to 1 contrast ratio, you're never going to see it. This is an option in the projector you are never going to use due to the fact that your screen literally cannot see contrast and can't see color. So I thought it'd be neat to do a demonstration where we'll just paint our screen and we'll paint a border around the screen out of gray. Not a fancy one, just something to give you an idea exactly what you're losing from your screen. This is the reason why when you're watching demonstrations involving gray screens, they have to be done in the dark when it comes to contrast levels. They can't see it. And we're not even in a max out zone and they still can't pick it up. Now, the paint we're using around the screen reacts the same way as any other gray screen paint. This is the, what is that screen we're using? Network Gray, SW773. Now, we're not going to go into this, but we've already tested products out with this particular formula. And that's the reason why, like I said, we don't mention certain things anymore because it was a bit disturbing. But anyway, just to show you exactly where you're actually getting at the end of the day. Doesn't make a difference what color gray you get, it's going to react all the same way. People think, well, if I get a different shade, no, it's all going to react the same way. Nothing's going to change. No matter what projector you get, it's going to react the same way. As a matter of fact, the higher lumens you get in the projector, the faster your screen's going to fade out even faster because you're reflecting all that white light off the screen. Just to give you an idea exactly what you're losing. Now, the key thing about our technology is the fact it's getting a darker technology to accept white light. White light is required in color. As you see, the colors are popping to the screen. It's a must. If you don't have enough white balance coming off your screen, you can't pick up those beautiful reds and yellows and oranges will not come to the screen. It doesn't just pertain to just white levels only. White levels in the screen pertain to everything. It allows the screen to become bright and vivid. If there was too much dark in it, well, everything would come up too dark. You wouldn't be able to see anything. So the technology we developed can receive white light and also can maintain contrast and color all at the same time. Where the gray screens, well, they can see white light, but then the day they can't pick up contrast or color. Now my screen going on here is going to be 141 inches. Can you imagine if it was gray? So we're going to be making screens like this. We're going to call them wake-up calls because it gives the customer an idea to see exactly how much you're missing from their projector. And the first thing people do when this happens, they go and they buy another projector. They go and they buy another expensive projector, think it's going to fix the problem. No, it's not going to fix the problem. It's just going to give you another disappointment at the end of the day. And a 4,300 lumen venue projector, 1920 by 1200, cannot pick up in a room. Mine, these pick up downstairs in max out zones. This is not a max out zone in here. If it can't pick up in here, then you're just not going to pick up anywhere at all at the end of the day.
Refresh your home with Raymore and Flanagan and get up to 15% off everything.
Like I explained, and I'm honest enough with you, yes, when dealing with any dark screen, even if it's gray, if it's a gray screen, if you take a gray screen and put it against a white screen, it's not going to produce the same white levels. It's virtually impossible. The only thing that can produce a proper pure white level is an actual white screen. Just like the only thing that can produce a 100% contrast will be a black screen. Everything else is in between the neutral area. So yes, when it comes to gunmetal screens, when it comes to darker screens, their white levels are going to drop. It's automatically supposed to happen. Just like when you're dealing with the gray screen, guess what? Your contrast levels in color are going to drop. But where it comes to darker screens, the white levels are not going to drop to a point where the screen, you can't see it at all. You're still going to be able to maintain the screen, your white levels and all that, no problem at all. The problem with the gray screen is your contrast and color is going to drop by so much that you're going to see a huge difference in it, as you're seeing right now. So usually when this happens, the first thing they'll do is turn out the lights. That means if you have to turn the lights out in order to maintain your color and contrast, that means at the end of the day, your environment is always going to be dark, no matter what. And this also pertains to gray screens too, not just screen paints. Also, gray screens are plagued with the same problem. They do the exact same thing. Okay, we're going to pause right here because this is a fantastic picture for the website. I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. It's going to be short, sweet demonstrations, but also with a powerful point to show you exactly what you are actually getting. That's why I said I don't like how things are being done in the industry due to the fact that people are cutting corners like crazy to try to make a screen look good. You know, they'll do a contrast demonstration in the dark. They'll do plenty of colors in a well environment. They just don't do things honestly and by the book. And this is what this is. It's a reality for them and for the customer to let them see exactly what they're losing at the end of the day. I'm not going to come in here and turn out the lights. I'm not going to do this and do all this smoke. No, I'm going to keep it real 100% so you can see exactly what you're purchasing at the end of the day. You do not want to go near a gray screen. Trust me. I used to make this stuff years ago. I know exactly how bad it can be. And I know the reason why at that particular era of my life, why I decided to change over to a darker technology, because it's a much more advanced technology. And if you go back and you look at some of the more high-end certified screens on the market, their most advanced model that they sell is a dark screen. So it just tells you right from there, if the professionals know exactly what is this more superior screen, how is anybody else going to tell you anything different? All right, well, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. I'm going to pop over on Facebook real quick. I just do a presentation over there. I'd like to thank you all for your time. I have to go in. God bless.